So fucking good.
Good.
Oh boy. You sure
All
you're ready for
right.
this, Chris?
Welcome to episode 95 of the Beer and Bullshit Show. Woo!
Yeah.
Let's do it, baby. Yeah.
All right, I'm the host, Chris Bennett, and we got an extra special guest. My lovely younger brother, Kevin.
That's
All
me,
right.
baby.
Kevan. So, don't spell his name wrong, right? Strong or whatever. So, hey Kevin, what you sipping on tonight, bro?
Drinking the old fat tire, man. You know, the usual. I'm predictable like that. I can't help it.
Hey, you like what you like.
That's right. I was thinking about drinking what you're drinking, but I had enough of that this month. You know, I had my Oktoberfest already, so back to the original.
I'm just drinking the rest, so and that's off the other stuff. So
there you go.
Shane.
Hey,
what are you sipping on?
I'm getting ready to crack one of these two right here. I'm not really sure which one, but this is the American Stout. It's a bronze World Beer Cup medal winner from 2012 and has 8% ABV. And we've also got the Stone 20. Wow, isn't that just decently awesome?
Very cool.
So I was thinking about doing a stout, and then I've got this. This is 9.8. This is almost 10% right here. This guy, Hail to the Hop Thief Double IPA, 21st anniversary Stone.
It just looked dangerous on the outside. I like that.
Getting into the stones, but right now I'm finishing this guy up. So if you guys have opinions on these, finish this. Let me know.
Well, you're actually drinking an IPA right now, though. Yeah,
This is actually just like water.
I like that. I would say I like
nice.
that. It's easy. It's easy.
Yeah, it's really nice, and you can get decent head off of this. I mean,
it's always good when you get decent head.
Yeah, I like good head.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong getting that.
And look, when you get good head twice, that's even better.
Oh, yeah. See, now you're talking.
He's a back-to-back kind of guy. Look for good measure.
I try not to stray from that.
Where do you get that at?
The Elysian. This is called Space Dust IPA. And I picked this up. I'm in Colorado, so I'm up in Greeley. And
we can get it out here in Virginia, Maryland too.
This might be a Fort Collins brew, I think.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Well, then that might make it my way.
Yeah,
I know they have a national distribution because we can get it all the way out here in Maryland. So
awesome.
The only reason why they get a national distribution is they sold out the InBev. That's the only reason why.
Go figure.
Who did they sell out to?
InBev.
Budweiser.
To Budweiser.
Well.
Well, I'm probably going to throw the rest of this shit away then.
No.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No more Budweiser products. Forget it.
It's a good beer. I would say I think they're probably staying true to the quality of ingredients that they've attempted to source, because it doesn't, it just does good things for me. It's nice.
Cool.
Looks good. I like the color of it. Looks tasty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got enough fogginess to make me happy.
Absolutely.
The beer gods are not frowning on you.
Okay,
they're not frowning.
Okay, Amy.
But the beer gods are definitely smiling on me.
Okay, Amy. What are the Tell the audience what you're drinking.
Before you even get this to your lips, just the smell of it, yeah. Some Southern Tier salted caramel. It's 10%. It's supposed to be a dessert beer, but I think it's a meal in and of itself. It's not super heavy for a 10% stout, but obviously it's dark. God, I mean, the caramel and the salt come through. It's a beautiful beer. I gave it a 4 or 5 on Untapped, and that's reserved for very, very special things. But this was a birthday present for me. My boyfriend buys me beer for my birthday because he's a sweetie.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, but God, it's good. Oh, he got it. I'll have to show you the other one he got me that I'll be drinking next. But if he doesn't come down, he's not going to get a chance to taste this one either. Because I'm going to tell you his beer is it's a little thinner than I would think, which is the only reason why I got a 4.5 instead of a 5. But the flavor in it is. I need to go steal some Halloween candy from the kids to go with this because it's just perfect.
You look like you're enjoying it.
I'm happy. What are you drinking, Chris?
I'm drinking the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. That's what I'm starting off with. So
We won't judge you.
A solid starter beer. It's like if you don't want a big breakfast, you have one of those.
They're good.
Speaking of big breakfast.
Ooh.
Oh, what you got?
Is that from?
Breakfast
Oh,
stout.
hey, I got some of those right here on the shelf too. Love them.
So, if Jim Bab doesn't come on, the third beer I'll have is that really dank meme that I picked up last week at my new beer store. So,
Dude,
I saw that.
I want to try the dank meme.
you want to try the dank meme?
I want to try. Can you send me a dank meme?
Yes, I can actually send you. I will.
The dank meme.
Hey Shane.
Yeah.
Hey Shane.
Yeah.
In the next couple of days, through Messenger, send me your address and I'll send you some beer.
All right.
That's what he always tells
nice.
me, but it never arrives.
It took me like 2 years to send him you beer, Chris. So.
Oh yeah, it took him 2 years to send me that what was that the Dylan Dam beer?
Yeah, the Dylan Dam beer, and I got you like a case, a whole 24 beers, right? Or was it just a 12-pack?
It was like 8. I think you sent me like 8.
No, I had to have sent you at least 12. At least.
I think it was 12. You sent me 3 of each. 3 of 4 or something like that.
3 of 4. That's right. Okay.
4 flavors, right?
And the food's good there, and the beer's pretty good too. But I drank the rest of that 12-pack, and I drank like 3 more cases that I had already bought for you before I finally.
Shane was getting it in. Yeah, baby. Like that stuff.
Just. Sorry about that, but it was hard to keep it in my possession because it's pretty good beer.
You bought it. You bought it. So hey, I'm not gonna complain. You're the one who bought it. So
I kept buying multiple cases, and I was like, I'm definitely gonna get Chris some of this.
It's all good.
And then I was like, well, that's 11, so I can't send him any now.
Sneeze off and get some more.
Yep. Gonna have to go back down to 11.
I just finished off the Oktoberfest. I'm opening up the Ninja versus Unicorn.
Ninja versus Unicorn. What the
Very
hell?
cool.
What is it?
What is
It's an
that?
IPA.
Where did you get that? Where's that from?
Like, what the hell?
It's from Pipeworks Brewery in Chicago.
Nah.
So,
Throw that thing up there again. That's beautiful, man.
That's a really
That's a
awesome
really
looking can,
cool
right?
Can.
Hell yeah.
I dig it.
yeah.
Hope it tastes as good as it looks.
Oh, it's
It's
a really good IPA. Yes.
It's a double IPA.
Awesome.
No, it's a single.
I'm gonna go ahead and open
I caught
Yeah, it's a
something on
voodoo.
this. I was trying to read
It's
the
a-
size of the can.
It's an 8%er.
I better do the voodoo, the stout.
Yeah.
I just want that bottle. That's an awesome bottle.
It'd be a lot cooler if you had it and it was
Definitely.
full, though, right?
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, that's just obvious.
It's a-
Come on.
It's a left coast, so it should have the same distribution as Stone and like Arrogant Bastard. Same distribution, you should be able to get it.
I don't know. I'm in Pennsylvania. I doubt it. Can't get anything here.
I'll say we got a Stone in Richmond. They opened up their second brewery. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they just started getting fat tired here not
It's
too
actually
long
kind
ago.
of fancy.
Wow. Okay, I could drink this on a hot summer day all day, from sun up to sundown.
All
good.
day, every day.
On the
Chris, I told you I picked up another 4-pack of Backwoods Bastard too.
Ooh,
always so happy to
Backwards
just see that
Bastard. Oh my goodness. I remember the first time I had
Oh,
that, man. That
good.
knocked me into the dirt.
I do too.
I was like, bam.
Done.
But that is good though. I like the Backward Bastard.
Oh, if he doesn't come down here, I'm gonna finish this fucking beer up and move on to the next one.
Hey, snooze.
He doesn't know what
man.
he's missing. I mean, I guess, man. Mm.
He's missing out on that good beer. That's what he's missing.
Yeah.
Especially when you drink it.
He is. God, what is he doing? I know he likes to try to like alone when I'm kind of doing my thing or whatever. But sometimes I don't want to be left alone. I want to share. Fuck, dude, this is fucking awesome. It's so fucking good. So fucking good.
Not really alone. We're
Yes.
here. I mean, just saying.
we need
I know, like I
we need at least one.
I
viewer.
ran to the basement. I go to the basement in my boyfriend's house to sit around and drink beer with 3 or 4 other guys.
Yep.
That-
Yep.
That sounds natural. Yeah. That sounds normal.
Oh,
We do a lot for the marketplace.
God, this is good.
I'll tell you about this article that I'm looking at here. It says that craft beer sales has doubled over since the Beer and Bullshit show started, but it says over the last 5 years.
Yeah, it'll be in January. In January, it'll be year number 4 of the Beer and Bullshit show. So that's about right. Plus, as Jim Bad will always say, the beers that we feature on the show, okay, we give them the Beer and Bullshit bump. So I mean, what more
Beer and
valuable
Bullshit bump.
is that?
That's it.
What more valuable is the Beer and Bullshit bump? Nothing.
There you go.
Actually, it goes in algorithms. it goes into the algorithms, and Google and YouTube and this because the beer we talk about on become.
All right, hey guys, I'm gonna run upstairs for a second and grab another glass because if I don't give him some of this, he's not gonna taste it, and that just. Oh, is that how you know you love somebody? You can't finish an awesome beer without making sure they have a taste. For myself, if I didn't like him, I would say that
it sounds like it equals love.
But I will. I just gotta run up the little staircase real quick, but I'll be back in 2 shakes of lamb's tail.
Okay.
Before you can say blueberry pie.
Dang.
Already.
Sounds relatively quick. But I'm not familiar with the local jargon there. The lamb's tail and the pie, blueberry.
I was a little lost too, man.
But you're in like Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, I am. Unfortunately, still stuck here.
Yeah, it's good. Beautiful. Lovely. Lots of fun. A little crowded for me.
Yeah, well. A little crowded for me too. Yeah, I like my open Colorado spaces. They were nice.
You grew up here in Colorado?
Yeah, just like Chris in Denver. Denver area.
Nice. It's my stomping ground.
Yeah, ours too.
Yeah, love it.
Too.
It's a little crowded these days, but got my place in the mountains, and that's pretty reasonable. I can get out of town within a couple, 2-3 hours and be away from everybody. But then all my neighbors show up right away, and it's even better.
Then all your neighbors show up when you try to get away from them, and you're like, well, shit, all right, I guess they're here now.
It's like they show up, and I'm like, which bottle of whiskey did you bring? Let's do it,
Hey, at least they're bringing you something.
Yeah. No. You might carry like a nice bottle of whiskey with you when you're going to a friend's or when you're going to meet somebody, and then you might bust it out and
wow, he disappeared real quick.
Yeah, he did. I think he's having internet problems.
Yeah.
Network issues. Sounds
He'll be
that
back.
way.
Oh, by the way, if you ever get kicked off for some odd reason, because Google Hangouts infamous for it, you can use the link to get back in. So
I know. Oh yeah, I know.
All right. Okay.
No worries. Use the Hangouts before. No
All right.
problems. So how about that stuff with New York City the other day? There's more craziness.
Yes.
Constantly. Not sure. Can't even rent a truck now. Unreal.
Right.
I know it, man.
I mean, it was bad enough when Timothy McVeigh ran into a U-Haul truck and blew up the building in OKC.
Right.
But now it's just like, what are they going to ask you for? It's going to be renting a truck. It's going to be even worse than buying a gun.
It's going to be like trying to get on a damn airplane now.
Oh, we're going to have to frisk you. We're going to have to ask for four different kinds of identification, background check, psychiatric eval.
10 years of background history on what the hell you've been doing in the country. Dude, I'm just trying to move my shit from 123rd Street to 113th. What the hell? Like, what the hell? Yeah, it's craziness.
Psychiatric eval,
Nuts.
I know.
It's terrible. I mean, you got to imagine how the people in New York feel. It's terrible. They can't even, go ride their own bikes down a bike path. Nuts.
Oh, I know. It's ridiculous.
What is the world coming to? Craziness. Is that Shane coming back?
Yeah, that's Shane.
Yeah, I had to open my app. I'm back, so
Welcome
sorry.
back.
Some technical issue.
That happens. I'm in IT. I know how that goes.
Yeah. Well, it's not Bolivia, so we can't expect much.
No, our network works most of the time.
That's right.
Unless you have Comcast. Comcast.
All right. Hey, Chris. Do you know what those little caramel candies are? Or any of you guys? You know those little caramel candies that are old school? They're caramel on the outside with the little white stuff in the middle. They're called cowtails a lot of times.
Yes.
Those are good.
The little caramel creams.
Those are good.
Yeah.
That's what
Yes.
that's what Rick says. That's what Rick says this beer tastes like.
That's cool.
He's like, oh my God, that smells good. Bet your sweet ass it does, baby.
Yeah. I'm gonna try that.
Sounds like
Hey, so
trouble.
check out my shirt, Chris. Anybody?
Top front.
See this? See, I was thinking red, white, and blue is what it was supposed to be, but my artist made it like this. So, see how it's got the little toupee here? See
Yeah.
the
It kind of
toupee?
looks like a narwhal. It looks like
I
a
think it's
narwhal. Narwhal swimming in the ocean.
Yeah, a narwhal. But it's the it's Trump's hair. But I was thinking red, white, and blue would be really dope. Red, white, and blue. What do you think if I get another reprint? Because I have like 20 of these shirts sitting in Los Angeles with Hannah McCoy.
I would do, well, let's see. Yeah, I would do Tuck. I don't know. I think the white and the red and the black works, man. I really don't know why you would need, I don't know. Maybe MP and blue.
I don't know if it's going to be as big of a seller as the Buckfush shirts, you know. The Buckfush shirts were pretty cool.
I don't know. Yeah, so you got it. Well, so you can't really change like the
I never saw the Buckfush, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd wear it just because it's got a narwhal on it.
Yeah, narwhal, really? Well, if you want one, I can have one sent out to you. So
I want a narwhal. I'll wear that.
You guys will wear them all.
Be like, yo, what up, bitches?
To you. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Now see what you
So
do.
just tell me what.
You could do it on the back,
Yeah,
but then you could use blue.
On
That
the
way
back
they can see
to
it
do a
front
narwhal.
and back. I mean, you know.
Maybe like the narwhal, you know, it could be representative. It could be like Trump's
I think you
spirit
should do a
animal.
big narwhal on the back of the shirt with the red. There you go.
I think that could be kind of cruel to the animal.
Honestly, I think the narwhal is probably too cool to be Trump's spirit animal.
Pretty much all animals are.
I just like how out of the blue she came up with narwhal. Just like, what?
Well, there's the what is it, Buddy the Elf? You know, there's a very famous narwhal. And that, remember when he's leaving the North Pole and he goes, "Goodbye, narwhal."
Yes.
There's nothing like a big fat unicorn seal, you know.
What have you gotten me into here, Christopher?
I didn't. You know what? You know what?
Bullshit.
You know what? I didn't force you to come on, so you know you
This is
volunteered.
It's true. Volunteer.
And you know, we might be a little giddy because we've been really excited about you coming on because Chris announced it a couple of shows ago, I think. So, you know, we might be a
that his brother was gonna be here.
Oh, buddy.
Didn't
And
show
you know,
up
we
totally
gotta
drunk. So
What?
We got to show you
We-
how weird your brother's friends are. This is your brother has really weird friends.
And we didn't arrive.
Smiled.
We didn't arrive.
This is what
drunk at all,
happens
so
when you
gotta
give
give us that.
This is what
Oh, I had at least
happens
3
when
or
you give
4 before the
libertarians
show,
beer.
man. I don't know. I figured if it was beer and bullshit, I better get ready. You know, get at least a little socially lubricated. It's all right. No worries there.
Yeah,
You
this
just
is,
said
this
socially.
is socially lubricated.
We start off right off.
Socially lubricated. That's right.
You
We-
put the
we
beer
start-
on the person, and then it
We
goes
start
to
right
off
the bat.
socialization.
Some of us need to be lubricated a little more than others, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sure
Amy,
of that.
and Amy gets
Sure.
lubricated more than any of us.
I'm sure that she does. Especially drinking that
Amy
salted
weighs
caramel
100
beer.
God, that was
It could
good.
be like a.
I just
It
finished
could be
it
a
up.
good. It could be a good meme, you know. You put the beer into the person.
I weigh
and
100.
shh.
Say I weigh
Hey, man.
100. I weigh 105
Brainstorm, Shane.
pounds, and I drink 10% beers.
Well,
So, if you don't expect for that to get fun,
I
yeah.
feel sorry for your liver.
Her liver is actually pretty good.
Probably
Yeah,
like screaming
uh,
in pain, and she just doesn't know it.
I usually cook it up with like some onions and some mashed potatoes. My liver
Yeah,
tastes
it's
pretty
usually-
awesome.
Best way to do it.
mm.
That's right.
Unless it's chicken. When I'm having chicken livers, are deep fried.
All right.
All right. I think instead of doing my cinnamon roll, this one I was gonna do next is my cinnamon roll.
Oh wow.
But I don't know if I want to go to something lighter, which this is awesome. All right. I think this is a 10% or two. No, only 8.6. So this one's a lightweight. What do you, Chris? I'll let you guys do the vote. Do I go breakfast stout or backwoods bastard?
You might want to save the backwards bastard for a little later.
So breakfast
I'm
stout.
kind of I'm progressing kind of upwards right now. I'm working on this 8%. I'm going to move up to the 9.8 after.
I say
So
go with
that's
the
my
bastard
plan of
one,
attack.
just because it has bastard in the name.
Backwoods
Bastards
bastard
are
is an
usually good
excellent,
beers.
excellent beer.
It is.
Excellent beer.
I don't know.
Should
though.
be like its own genre of beer.
Well, we have arrogant bastard, we have backwoods bastard, we have double bastard.
See, I've seen that at the store. The arrogant bastard. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that. That good? What is that? IPA?
It's
No, it's a stout.
yeah.
Oh, stout. Oh, even better.
Arrogant Bastard
No,
is one of my
it-
faves.
Yeah, arrogant bastard's kind of one of the ones that you can get at the grocery store. That's been a staple for years. It's a consistently excellent beer. Stone, very rarely do they something up. But arrogant
They do,
bastard is
though.
actually one of the beers. They have. I'm gonna tell you what they actually have given me a drain pour, and if I'm pouring a beer down the drain, it's fucking bad.
I was about to say, yeah. I don't normally
It's
get rid
really
of
fucking
beer.
bad. Anyways,
gonna
arrogant
call him
bastard
next
is
time.
actually, from what I understand, arrogant bastard was an accident. It was a batch that they screwed up, and it ended up just being awesome. You know, I mean, even though they messed up the recipe, but I don't know. It's always been kind of a grocery store go-to. So definitely nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, sounds good. I might have
The
to
one
give
that
that a
the
try.
one with Stone. Yeah, the one with Stone that was the one that really messed me up was their chocolate porter. And
I had
I
that-
should
I
have
had
known
that one.
something.
I finally had that one.
Oh, it sucked. It sucked donkey balls. I mean, like salted marinated in putrid water donkey balls. I should have known. I mean, anything like that with that flavor profile that they were supposed to have coming in at that low of an ABV, and then when I poured it, the thinness of it. I mean, it was just it smelled good. I mean, I'll give it that. But I mean, that was the only thing it had going for it. It was. I drank it on the Beer and Bullshit show, but no, I couldn't even make it through the whole bottle. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. No. Stone.
Do you remember the episode?
And the worst thing was, no, but that's when I was living in Richmond, or when I was living in Blackstone, my old house. So I think it was over the summer, this past summer, and but it was just so. It was a good waste of $8. Let's put it that way. but it was out of the Stone facility in Richmond too. So I mean, like, Richmond can put out some really good beers, but Stone really fucked it up with that one. Or as my one of my former people I used to work with said, they screwed the pooch on that one. Yep, they screwed the pooch.
They're not going to be selling any more of those beers now that you've chastised them.
I have chastised them. It was horrid.
Off the shelf.
Horrid.
Gone. Out of production.
Sad state of affairs.
Yeah.
But when you can mess up something, as good, I mean, as chocolate mint, chocolate mint. Oh, it should be chocolate mint, not piss water. Coors Light.
You said donkey balls, and I don't know what those taste like.
Donkey balls marinated in fish piss.
You're way more adventurous than me.
The worst thing was she said she would rather drink a Coors Light.
That's really bad. Yeah, because the donkey balls marinated in fish piss. I mean, that sounds kind of exotic and adventurous. The donkey balls and the fish piss. It sounds kind of like I might try it a little just to bite, but not a Coors Light. I wouldn't try a Coors Light.
He's intrigued. All right, I chose this. Oh no, my little label's torn. But we all know what that is.
There you go.
And this beer needs no introduction. But I didn't rinse out my glass because I do want to keep that residual smell from that awesome caramel. So I'm mixing all the caramel with the wonderful breakfast stout. And I have a... Oh my God, I'm thinking about mixing them together. I need to get more because, I mean, it could be borderline orgasmic. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would be. You've got some really good head going there.
Oh, and she has orgasmed on the show, by the way.
Yeah.
Watch the head.
Beer with a bunch of head and semi-orgasmic. There you go. I mean, that kind of goes hand in hand.
She has orgasmed on the show.
We edit that part out automatically.
No, we did not. We did not. Shane, we did not edit that part out.
There should be no editing still on. Here, man. There should be no editing here.
There's
more anti-censorship on this one.
That's right.
There's no editing the live show. No editing.
Too bad.
Actually, I think the only thing that's ever been removed is boobs, but they weren't mine.
Yeah. There was that one episode that was removed. I never heard the word.
But that was an entire episode that was removed. We don't cut and paste.
I know.
So
we go all or nothing. All or nothing.
Of course.
So if I sit here and hit the bong, you're not going to take it out?
I've hit the bong before.
You hit the bong on the show before?
The second episode. Wow. Just go to episode 9.
Might need a 3-minute break, man. I'll have to come back. Shit. Got to add to the party favors, Fuck.
He's gonna come back with beer and Cheetos.
Well, I got beer. I just didn't bring any of the smokables, so I got to bring the smokables. Yeah.
It's good to have alternative
beer
methods.
And Cheetos.
Beer,
Cheetos. I don't think Trump smokes the bong. Okay.
No, he's probably never tried the marijuana before.
No. If he did, he'd be a better president than what he is now.
Like, listen, I eat ketchup on my steak and I order it well done. Okay, I've never tried marijuana ever. Bigly.
I don't really.
I would say
Dude, I don't know if we want
Donald
Trump
Trump-
smoking weed. I mean, he's kind of dumb enough already, isn't he?
It doesn't make you dumb. It actually increases your brain capacity to smoke marijuana.
But I don't know. We're talking about Trump
That's
here.
why I'm so fucking smart.
Me too.
I was gonna say,
Absolutely.
isn't
why
he
you're so
doesn't even
smart.
drink alcohol, does he?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he
Oh
does.
my gosh, are you kidding? That guy.
I was gonna say I thought he did, but I
he
saw
probably-
something. I saw some article. I didn't know if it was
probably
real, and I didn't care enough to read it.
I bet he drops a fifth every day of Ivanka's special potato vodka.
Oh, vodka.
He drinks like a fish breed.
Hey, Amy.
Yeah. Is that why he's always grabbing him by the pussy?
Yes.
What you
It's
got?
always best to
Just
grab
grab him
him
by the pussy.
I'm gonna join you.
Hey.
All right.
you having
Cheers.
a breakfast out too? There you go. I feel so left out. When are you gonna send me some of these great beers, Chris? What the fuck? I'm feeling neglected, man.
You're feeling neglected.
Neglected. I mean, you're supposed to send me a care package. Whatever happened here? You know. I mean, Shane eventually got around to it after 2.5 years. What's your holdup? Damn. It's like, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know.
It's like, cheers. He has
Cheers.
breakfast out. You don't. No, baby. Stick your head and get it.
Yeah, I
It's your
know.
big brother being a big meanie. It's your brother being a
There
big
you go.
meanie. That's what it is.
I know it's killing me. Killing me over here, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Maybe he was just trying to make your life easier, because if you stick to the fat tire, then you won't have to go searching.
Yeah, you might have a
Oh,
point
trust
there.
me. If you
You won't have to.
if
be one
you
of
just
those
stick to the
people.
fat tire,
Yeah.
you won't
You
be
get
one of those
bored.
people who's broke and walks into a beer store and spends $100 and walks out with one case of beer. Like literally, 24 beers or less, and you just dropped $100. Doing you a favor. We are tormented souls, even though we are often gifted and pleased in many ways and have our own gifts. But it's the pain. The pain is real.
Right.
Well, I
When
mean,
they
yeah, I
Run
mean,
that debit
$60
card. I
$60 for a
spent
case of beer is pretty bad.
I spent $20 on a single 12 ounce, like a little bottle
God.
this big. I spent $20 on a single bottle of this. I actually still have some on the shelf down here and some upstairs in the kitchen.
You know what? New
Usually from
Belgium-
Avery,
Was it? I think New
but I
Belgium
can say
had
that
a
every single
barley-
Avery is worth it.
They had an 8-ounce barley wine today. New Belgium did. I think it was New Belgium barley wine for like $25, and I was tempted.
Was it a
like,
bomber or was it a bomber? Or was it a 12 ounce single?
It was in the box with the singles, or with the bombers. Okay, it was in a little box. I mean, you have to imagine this box is like the size of this. Box.
I think I
Very
saw that
small.
too. I think I
$5
saw that too.
And I was tempted.
Yeah, no, I think I just walked past that
And
one.
I thought about Amy Strong. I was like, what would Amy Strong do? I was like, well, I don't know, but I'm really tempted. But I want more than 3 beers. I want to walk out of here with more than 3 beers. You know, I want maybe to walk out with like 8 or 10 or, you know.
more, so I can drink more. God damn it.
No, so I can enjoy more and learn to be less judgmental. By the way, I think it was last Thursday, it was the 28th of October. I went ahead and took the leap, and I got ordained as a dudist priest, okay? So if you want a Lebowski style wedding, I'm your man.
That's, oh my God. If my boyfriend and I ever get fucking married, I'm coming to
I'll
you.
come.
I'm
Right.
totally coming to
I'll
you.
come. I have
That
super
is like
low
one of the
fees,
coolest-
man.
What?
I mean,
Okay. What? Well, yeah, man. I mean, like that
it's
rug.
just
And
if you
we're
bring
not
me-
carpet kissers.
if you bring me
And
something
we're not
to drink,
golfers. You know, obviously
then
we're not a golfer.
I do accept rugs. I need the Pendleton right now. I'm doing a GoFundMe
But
for a Pendleton.
if we put the money in the toilet, will you keep looking? Is it still going to be down there somewhere? So how does a dudist wedding work?
It works however you want, man. I mean, it's like, you know, it's like however you want. You know what?
Do you
what do you
pronounce
like-
them as Mr. and Mr. or El Dinarino if you're not into the whole brevity thing? You know.
What? It could be like a dudist
Sorry, this is
shaman, a dudist rabbi, a dudist Hindu, a dudist priest. I can go visit your family in jail, man.
Man.
Can you give me my last student's rights?
Yeah,
I love it.
I can do that.
I love
I can
it.
do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
I totally have like dude envy right now. I'm totally jealous.
yeah. And
Super
you can
cool.
be a dudist. You can. It's free to be a dudist priest. I ordered the big package, which is $41. So I'm waiting for it right now, and I also need the Pendleton sweater, and I'm doing the GoFundMe for the Pendleton. So if you see my GoFundMe, share it, okay, and comment and like, and maybe drop me $5 or something on GoFundMe for my Pendleton, because I think GoFundMe's the biggest crock of shit, and so is this, huge crock of shit. So I tied the two together.
So you want me to fund you
do.
for your dudist priest situation,
Yeah, well-
so I can make GoFundMe look better?
Yeah, I
I
made
fucking love
the
it.
sweater. The sweater ties the bullshit of GoFundMe with the dudist priesthood together, so it's complete
It's like
bullshit.
the room. It's like the rug.
I'm gonna be.
It's like the
doing
rug. It
another
really ties the
GoFundMe.
room together. You know, it ties everything together.
But I'm gonna do another GoFundMe for the rug later. But for right now, the sweater's the
Yeah,
most
you gotta get the
important
rug.
thing, because
Gotta
I gotta
have
keep
sweater.
the dude bod all covered properly.
Dude bod.
in proper Lebowski style.
Chris is,
So I'm pretty.
Chris is just shaking his head like,
Oh my God,
I don't
you're
know
great.
what happened here. Wow, what happened here, man? Who are these fucking people?
Only Shane can come up with something like this, which makes it very unique
I think
on the
it's
Beer and
fucking
Bullshit
fabulous.
Show.
Hey, man,
I think it's fucking
uniqueness
fabulous,
is
man.
what sells.
Dude, I am all about unifying people by stupidity. You know, I mean, we gotta stay fit, so we have to exercise the stupidity of modern society. And I think GoFundMe is the biggest bullshit ever. I mean, we've got girls going to South America for $15,000 drug binges on GoFundMe. I mean, it's genius as fuck. How could you get any better than that? It's awesome.
I don't know. I tried to GoFundMe once and nobody gave me any money, so fuck it.
Well, you should donate to your own campaign like I did,
Ah, there you go. That's the key.
anonymously, but not. You just mark it as anonymous, but then you tell people you did it anyways. So there's always that element of mystery, you know.
So
But
I
just
should
like
start a
five-
GoFundMe
Peer
and then give
pressure.
myself $100, and then it'll make it look
Maybe
good, right?
like $5, you know. Like,
Well,
I'm sorry, that's all. That's all I
bigger the
have.
better, man.
I wish
Go
I could.
bigger.
I wish I could give you more, a lot more.
A lot more.
Yeah.
So that the next person comes on and gives you $100 or $500.
Make it like a real
Yeah.
sob story. Like, I need this $5. I'm giving you this last $5 I have in my account just to help you out, man.
Exactly.
There you go.
And that's
There
the
you
way
go.
of dudism. That's the way of the Lebowski,
Dudism.
ultimately.
That's the way.
Oh, Deuterino.
The dudism way, baby.
Man.
And by the way, Shane has announced that he's starting his own brewery. It's called Dudist Brewery.
Dudist Brewery. There you go.
Oh,
You know what?
Chris, do you remember what I had? One of the beers from Richmond that I had from Center of the Universe Brewing Company called El Dunarito. It was a
Shit.
White Russian milk stout. Do you remember that one?
Okay.
No way.
Uh-uh.
Yes, I need to get an El Dunarito and send it to Shane. But anyways, it was a White Russian milk stout from Center of the Universe.
Watch, he's writing down our ideas and stuff.
It's like, hold on, man. Hold on.
See, it says
Got
right
some
here,
great
start
ways.
a brewery. Dudist priest
Make
brewing,
White
or
Russian milk stout.
Hey Shane.
Well,
Hey Shane, you're
Yeah.
lucky I don't believe in intellectual property.
You guys are gonna make me rich, dude.
Oh, okay. And
I don't.
you're lucky
I
I
don't
don't
either,
you're
you know, I
lucky
mean,
I don't believe in intellectual property.
You know, I've
Well, maybe you should
stolen all
start.
kinds of shit from you. I pirated. You know, no. I mean, so a White Russian. We're gonna make an ale. We're gonna make
Quit
a
stealing
now
our
you have
ideas,
to make a
Shane.
white Russian imperial stout, milk stout.
imperial milk stout, or just a milk stout.
A white Russian imperial milk stout.
That's a loaded handful there.
Why
Okay,
not?
A white
all of our
Russian
beers-
imperial milk stout.
No, just listen.
I think Lebowski has a lot of loaded handfuls.
I'm sure he does.
I spend a lot of time alone. Don't judge me, okay?
Hey, what you do in your
It's a
time
little
is
late
your
now,
business.
Shane.
What you do in your time
It's
is your
it's-
business.
Okay, so we're gonna
It's a little late now,
we're gonna
my friend.
do a White Russian ale, a White Russian stout, a White Russian imperial stout. We'll do a White Russian habanero jalapeno IPA. Okay, we'll do a White Russian cherry tomato thing. We'll do a White Russian cinnamon
No,
roll
wait.
thing. I mean, imagine.
If you're gonna do a series
White
of Big
Russian.
Lebowski bills, you cannot forget
Mhm.
vagina. Coitus. Does the word make you uncomfortable?
Which
Many
one?
men find the word offensive.
Just
Coitus. Vagina.
Hey, Shane.
Vagina.
Hey, Shane.
I love
no,
vaginas.
So there you go. Make your
no.
vagina yeast beer too.
Hey, you might like vaginas, but please, no vagina beer.
his big-
No vagina beer.
No.
No, we don't
his-
need no.
His Big
No.
Lebowski vaginal
No.
yeast beer.
Just
Nope.
stop. Just stop now, Amy. Stop. Just stop.
All of our yeast.
No
is-
man wants
Pussy.
beer that is called vagina beer. Trust me.
all of our
Pussy.
listen. All of our yeast
I'm just saying.
is completely 100% vegan. Okay, we have vegan yeast. There's no. Okay.
Wow, he's still
Vegan-
going over
vegan
there.
yeast?
Company, man.
She's
You go wrong.
she's a vegan. She's a vegan.
Vegan beer.
No,
You're
just the
kind of
yeast.
stretching
No.
it there, Shane.
No.
Stretching.
No,
Just stop,
That-
man.
that's-
Just stop.
that's just as bad as that gluten-free beer. Gluten-free?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what?
What?
How are you making beer with things that are full of gluten that's gluten-free? What?
I don't know.
Uh,
That sounds
I
like
don't get it.
bullshit.
Yes, sir. Yes, it does.
It sounds like it sounds like you want to stay sober, which ain't nobody got time for that.
Not normally, no. No.
Can you imagine
Yeah.
like if beer companies were actually drug what that would be like are selling you beer to keep you healthy.
Is he breaking up again?
No, the beer.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then gone.
Shane.
Shane.
He's got network issues. Shane's gone. He's a wild man. Wow, where'd you find that one, Chris?
He's a trip, man.
He's fun though.
You guys are
You
you guys are
yeah,
just talkers.
He really is. He really is. He's a really cool guy. He
You
really
guys
is.
talk a lot of shit. I heard all of that, dude. I went ghost for a second just to see what you guys would say about it.
Whatever.
get
It's
on.
fun, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
I like Shane. He's all
That
right.
was a
Cool
compliment.
dude.
Shane's a trip, man.
Thank you guys.
That was a pure compliment. What?
I'm honored to be on the bullshit and beer show so much.
Hell yeah. I might have to make more appearances. There you go. I don't know. We'll see what the headmaster in charge has to say.
Us beer nerds need social interaction. This is the only way we can get it, by God.
What the headmaster in charge? That's Amy.
Oh,
That's right.
well, shit. Now I'm really screwed. I better
Whatever
put
she says goes. Whatever she says goes.
Oh boy, I'm in trouble now.
Kevin.
No.
Kevin,
If-
you're good.
You know what, Kevin? It's an open invitation. Just let me know when you're available. I'll put you on. That's as
Hey,
simple
there
as
you go.
that.
Hey, good deal.
I
Yeah.
could.
As soon as I get my car, I can get more beer, better beer. There you go. I can probably find some.
I
of
mean,
that
Kevin,
stuff
if you think about it like this, I mean, sometimes we talk about, well, a lot of times we talk about current events and things like that are going on. But I mean, you know, obviously, I mean, mostly we talk about beer, we kind of fuck with each other, whatever. But I mean, this is a chance for you to sit down in your house safely with your wife or your girlfriend or your kids or whatever your family situation is. You're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. You're sitting in front of your computer screen, having a little bit of social time, the same way you would in an out environment. And it's only maybe once or twice a month. So, I mean, what's really wrong with it? You're safe, you're at home, you're in the proper environment, and you can get as fucked up as you want to be, and you can say whatever the hell you want to say. And you know what? Everybody here is still going to love you because you're stuck in a weird little chat room type of thing on a little beer and bullshit show with a bunch of crazy ass fucking libertarians. So, I mean,
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
it's I can't think of a safer place to be. I mean, or a more fun place to be for that matter. You know,
And there you go.
what's
I
more
know.
fun
I
than
do
a
that on a
room
regular
full
basis.
of drunk libertarians,
I don't know.
especially when they ain't got to drive. I mean, I guess the next best thing would like to be like get us all together, like in like a CPAC type environment, you know, or maybe that's I don't know. CPAC might not be the.
Nah, I don't
appropriate
know about
thing.
CPAC.
Maybe-
No.
I
More
would
like-
say
more like
maybe
Students for Liberty or something.
I just
maybe back in the Ron Paul days. But it was still
Yeah.
really fun to get us all together, you know, a couple hundred of us in a room together, and we could all just get fucked up and have a good time. Nobody had to go anywhere. Nobody had to deal with anything. We all knew we were there for the same reasons, and it was just, I don't know, good stuff. Freedom, good stuff, and good beer, good freedom. Freedom's good. I don't know. This is my second. Well, I'm sorry, I'm lying. I gotta be honest. This is my like fourth 10%er of the night. So, I'm getting a little fuckered, but I'm enjoying it.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. At least you're safe, right?
That's right.
The only thing I gotta do
Yes,
is
sir.
make it up these stairs, and I don't even really technically have to do that because I can sleep in the basement. And my boyfriend's big enough to carry me.
See, there you go.
So-
She's planning it out for later. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna drink this whole another beer and then probably pass out down here, and I'll make his ass carry me upstairs.
Oh no!
There you go.
No, I'm probably gonna drink 2 or 3 more. I ain't done yet.
Then you know you're sleeping downstairs. Quit lying.
Hey, Kevin, remember those girls? Remember that? Hey, Kevin,
the more
remember
I
those
drink,
girls?
the more likely I'm to be carried upstairs.
Hey, Kevin, remember those girls I told you about years ago that were like 95, 100, 110 pounds, dripping wet, that could outdrink both of us combined?
Yeah.
That's Amy.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. She'll drink those 2 or 3 and then like stumble her way up the stairs and look like Superman. And we'd be passed out on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yes, sir.
Now, like I said, I'm 5 foot tall, 105 pounds, give or take a pound or 2, whatever given day. Size 2 blue jeans. And I can definitely outdrink most guys.
Yeah, but like size 2, 105 is like booty girl.
I'm like
From
skinny.
like, yeah. It's like 2016 popular style. So you guys have given me some good inspiration tonight about this.
The Dudas Brewery.
The Dudas Priest Brewing. Yeah, I mean
the Dudas Priest Brewery.
But you gotta.
Yeah, and then I had another.
You need to do if you do company, you have to have a narwhal bill. Your narwhal should be a gosa.
Oh, that's
fish
good. Okay.
or shark piss.
Hey, Shane. Hey, Shane.
Shark piss.
Yeah.
If you're gonna, if your brewery, the tag name or your headlining thing should be, if you're doing Dudas Priest Brewing, you should have your tagline saying, "You always got another beer coming." Boom. Another beer coming.
I like it.
Judas Priest, you got another thing coming? You got another beer coming, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's dope, dude.
Y'all looking at me like
no, just watch, dude. Just watch. The Wikipedia page will be up tomorrow. Like, this thing was started on this day.
the brainchild from the Beer Bullshit Show, the Judas Priest Brewery.
I don't know. You got the slogan song. That's pretty good, man.
Oh, I know. I got the slogan song.
Right? So there's your end, man.
You got another beer coming, dude.
It's genius.
You got another beer coming.
Like, you guys gave me another epiphany.
But as they're fading in and out to your website, it needs to be la 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 la.
See, I hate
websites.
We don't want something happy. We don't want something happy. We want something in your face, right?
Like mod style.
That's right. You gotta drink it.
Do it. Like, shoot us a drama.
We're talking El Dorito.
You guys gave me another epiphany. Okay,
Hey,
about
hey,
something completely different. What? Yeah.
You know those? Hey, Amy. Do you know those memes?
Huh?
You know that those memes with the little baby or whatever, and he's all like, "Ew." And he should have those on his bottles of beer. You know what I'm talking about? The little baby.
I do.
You should have those on the bottle. Dude.
Okay, so we'll put that under the logo section. The baby from which meme?
Drink it.
Baby.
All right.
You know which ones?
Hey guys, I gotta pee, but I'll be back.
Oh, we don't need that. We don't need you to announce that on the Beer Bullshit Show. Just get up and do what you got to do.
Well, if I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
leave you
Forrest
guys, I
Gump,
mean,
and I gotta pee.
my
Say-
my bladder is not that big.
Okay.
I hope
Sure.
everything comes out all right
Oh.
for you.
Sergeant Dan, I gotta pay.
I gotta pray.
I gotta
pray.
I gotta pay, Sergeant Dan.
What's your name, young man?
Forrest.
Forrest
My name's
Gump.
Forrest Gump.
What do you think about the war in Vietnam? I gotta pay. This is dank. Okay, so you guys gave me an epiphany. Okay, I had a revelation about
All right.
today, about this moment in time. Okay, so 2016, the dankest meme of 2016 is theft, right? Dankest fucking meme.
Okay.
2017 has not had the dankest meme yet.
All right. So you
Okay.
want us to
It's
come
still
up with the dankest
forthcoming.
meme yet?
I'm just saying, it's still forthcoming, dude. It hasn't happened yet. I don't know what it's going to be or if it's even going to happen. It might not happen because 2016 was the dankest meme year in probably all of the meme years ever because of the taxation as theft. That was probably the dankest meme ever. Like even, better than the original meme years back in the 50s and the 60s and,
I don't know. I'm not a big meme guy, Shane, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, me neither, Shane.
Memes.
You got
I
me
don't know.
there, dude.
I mean, it's like
What is it that you want to portray with your meme?
no, I don't know. I think when I'm inspired to make memes, it can be like the Mexican word of the day. Make those. Those are a lot of fun. And
I think you should
Yeah,
make one
those
that's a
are my
big brick
favorites.
wall. It should be a big brick wall, and it should say "No entrada."
well, I basically have to pirate other people's memes and chop their wording out, and then put my own stuff in. Well, I'm not like an artist or anything, I'm just like a low level memer.
I can make you a JPEG image of a big, brick wall, and then you can just
See,
paste
I've been
something
looking.
on it.
Yeah, I've been looking for somebody to meme with for years, man. And if I could get somebody to do some images, if I could shoot you over an image idea, I could throw some words on it and be pretty ridiculous. It could be really.
If you know what you want for a picture, I can probably make it happen. I mean, that's not hard.
I have a pen and paper, so I can sketch things on pen and paper and shoot photos of it and send it over.
Try and make it happen, huh? Create this, kid.
I'm an old school memer, dude. I write things down.
Hey,
I'm convinced
nothing wrong
that
with writing things down. Shit, I write things down.
No. Yeah, no matter how great technology gets, there will never be anything as effective as a pen and paper.
It's there when you need it, as long as you got some. Trying to put weed in my bong so I can smoke some.
Oh, cool. Can I see your bong?
It's really sticky though.
Nice.
So it's making it difficult.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yes.
Oh yeah, a nice beaker.
Thank
Fantastic.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love a
Now
good
look at
beaker,
that. Then my good son
with a
brings
party-
me a beer. Oh,
a
go
party
Michael.
bowl. A party bowl on the beaker. You got a big fat bowl there. Is that carved? Your
Hell
bowl?
yeah.
Your bowl's carved?
Now you got to pull it out.
It's a
Got to
pull.
pull it out.
Yeah, it's a pull. I've
That's what she said.
got one of those. That's a big, huge, long, fat party bowl like that, and it's got a carb on it. So we just throw a cork in it, a little piece of wine cork or Patron or whatever your ghetto friends drink.
Your ghetto friends drinking.
Or their ghetto wives.
We'll take your bullshit and use it for a bong. Have a good one. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, get your leather punch and punch the cork, and you've got a little round cylinder thing, and it works good. Yeah.
I took that. Well, the one I bought it with got broken like, I don't know, 2 days after I bought it. The one that it came with, the bowl, and it was tiny anyway. So yeah, I had this one already, and then I just got a little rubber ring and put it on there. Yeah, it works great.
Oh, nice.
Works good now.
Yeah. It's always sad when bong parts break, unless it's like the one your ex-girlfriend gave you or something. And it's like, I'm so.
Well, it was a birthday present from my wife, and yeah, like 2 days later it broke, and I got all pissed off.
That hurts.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that hurts too. That's almost like losing your ring or something, right?
Yeah, it kind of feels that way. Yeah. Damn it! I didn't mean to break it. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. So what's going on there, Chris? You're quiet. Why so quiet? You're the host of the show, man. You're supposed to be like sparking this shit up. Let's go.
I just
Make it happen.
listening what you cats have to say,
Chris
Like,
Chris
yeah,
is very much a gentleman. Patient.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know. Mr.
So,
Gentle Giant.
but-
here.
But since we have a drop off here,
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be drinking that really dank mean.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah. So
hell yeah.
there you go. Yeah. And whenever you want to send me one, you can do that. Just letting you know. He's like, yeah, shut up. Fuck off.
Dude, I'm worried about Amy, guys.
She's fine. She's fine.
I'm just joking.
She disappeared.
I was at a beer festival over the summer, and I get to my buddy's table, and he's all like, I was like, hey, what's going on? He hands me this really dank meme. He goes, that's what's going on. Drink it. I was like, I was like, okay.
It might be the dankest meme of 2017, or 2017 here. 2017, that's a little forward in the future, but, we're all time travelers.
Star Trek years there.
Yeah. So, but it might be the dankest meme. This beer might be the dankest meme of 2017, because I might be judgmental or opinionated, but I'm saying we haven't had the dankest meme yet this year.
I just want to try it once. What the hell?
I know. I mean, that's how dank memes are. You try it once, and then it's like you're rolling up dollar bills, and
Addicted. Can't get away from it, man. I gotta have my dank meme.
Yeah, and it could be dangerous. Like your wife might be like catching you looking at memes, and realize that you're looking at too many memes, and it could be hard on a relationship.
Shane, my friend, I think you have a problem with memes. I think we need to get you some help, buddy, with the meme problem. I don't know.
Are
just be
you
a
saying
personal
that you hate education? Memes are good.
Memes are good? Okay. I never said they weren't good. I'm just saying that you may have a problem with them. That's all.
I don't have a problem with memes. No, I mean other people might have a problem with
he's got a meme addiction. He's got a meme addiction.
That's that's what I was trying to say in a nice, positive way.
Well, I have to tell you this. I went for a whole week this year without looking at memes for an entire solid week.
God.
Look at a single meme other than what I had saved on my phone, which was a lot.
So you really didn't take a week off.
How did you survive?
Well, he didn't because he was looking at them on his phone. So,
But just like once a day for like 5 minutes. Enough to kind of take the edge off. Just enough to take the edge off.
Just enough to take the edge off.
But I still contest that.
I need my memes, man. I need my memes.
He's like that meme with Dave Chappelle. He's like, I need more of them date memes.
I need those memes. I gotta have
you know,
memes, man.
You know what? I mean, if it weren't for the Dave Chappelle meme, if it weren't for the taxation of Steph memes, I would be starving right now in 2017 because we haven't had the Dacus meme yet. And I still think it's going to happen. It's going to happen maybe. If not this year, next year, man.
All right.
No, I went with a much lighter beer this time, but it didn't give me as good a head.
That's
what happens when you go with the lightweights.
That's what he said.
Ooh.
That's what happens when you go with the lightweights.
Dude, that was a dank meme, Chris. I think I'm going to make that. That's what he said. I mean, we've never had that meme.
There you go. Right there. See? And I gave it to you.
I'll use your profile picture.
It's a flap. This is the beer. Yes. This is the beer for flat boobies. It's the Flapjack. And it's not a stout. It says it's a stout, but it's not. It's
all right.
Flapjack Maple Milk Stout. And it does have a bit of maple to it. But it's thin. It's flat. It doesn't have a lot of life to it.
It doesn't sound like you're very satisfied.
Well, beer is kind of like sex and pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still good to have some. But yeah, it's kind of like a big old fat rack of flabby titties.
All right.
But I'll still take it.
I suppose if you're desperate, big old flapjack titties will work. Yeah.
You can always have a boiler.
And it's only 6.5. It's only 6.5 too, so that's kind of sad.
Don't know what to tell you. Try some of this, it'll make it better.
And look, there's hardly no marbling around the edges. This would be better described as
see it. Look if I can see.
Yeah, a porter. It's definitely not a stout.
Ah.
All right.
Looks a little nutty or something. They definitely roasted it.
Yeah. A little nutty? No.
Yeah.
I think it needs some nutties.
Yeah.
It needs some something.
So it's good when your beer's really nutty. Kevin is so on point with my shit, dude.
I'm on point with everybody's shit, dude. Yeah, don't worry. I got you. It's so nutty. I mean, damn, man, how many times you gotta say it, brother? I heard
it. When you're doing the roasting, you know, you got to really shove it in there and swirl it around to get it really nutty.
Oh, God. Wow. All right, Shane. All right. Now we know why you live in the mountains.
It's
don't
part of the
know.
brewing
See what
process,
happens
my
when you-
friend.
See what happens when you swirl this around though? There's no nuttiness. There's no
You know,
head.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no
Maybe
there's
you
no
should find a
frothy.
new
There's
one.
no happiness. It's only sadness.
Yeah.
It's
If you
like
swirl
it's
around and there's no nuttiness, you should find a new one.
yeah. It's like, you know, you really need it when you swirl, you really want it to erect.
Wow. Wow, you didn't even try that time, Shane. You didn't even try. That was just bam, to the point. Fuck it. I'm going for it.
Well, that's just how good head goes. I mean, you know, there's no way around it. You don't beat
Cheers.
around the bush. You get right to the center of the top of things,
That's right.
and you know, you go down.
I'm sorry,
I
Chris.
don't know why you guys
You know,
are
I don't
laughing.
like this is
Some
my
days-
fault.
Some days I wonder about you, Shane.
No.
I'm smiling.
I
but
really
don't
do.
think-
Some days I wonder about you, Shane.
No, seriously though. I mean, if you're gonna call it a flapjack maple milk stout, I mean, you can't beat around the point. You know, you can't
Well,
go with
maybe-
the flapjacks. I mean, you gotta.
I agree. You got to get the pancake and the maple flavoring in there. Goddamn right.
Maybe the brewer's
You gotta,
wife
you gotta work with the.
complex.
You gotta work with. You know what? A lot of it's about the batter. You know, sometimes it's not always about just the syrup. The batter. You know, you need
Batter
that
makes a
thickness.
big
You need that
difference.
girth.
Yeah,
Girth makes a difference. Yes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
that's what she said.
It's not all about how big the pancake
That's what
is.
he
It's
said,
all about,
too.
you know, the girth of
That's
the.
what Kevin Spacey
batter.
said.
Oh,
No,
oh.
he did not.
Wow.
He went
Yes,
there.
he did.
Yes, he went there.
Yes.
I was trying to avoid. I was trying to avoid that conversation tonight, but Shane went there.
Did you see
You-
the shake beer?
you
The
really-
shake beer? This shake beer gives you exercise and it talks to you. Listen to it. It'll talk to you. Watch. Keep going. A little harder.
Just,
Faster.
I'm just going to continue to shake my head.
I think Shane's had a little too much.
Just
I think he's had a little too much.
Nah, he's
You
Take
guys-
that
You know,
beer.
I've
Take that
never-
beer away. Take that beer away.
I didn't spill.
If
I
any
spilled
of us
nothing.
ever
Okay.
planning on running for office, we're in a lot of trouble. They're gonna be like, y'all
Yeah.
are sexist.
Yeah, they're gonna be
y'all are
like-
racist. Y'all hate
Yeah.
women.
Yeah,
Y'all hate
yeah, they're gonna
women.
be. Yeah, he's gonna be on stage. He's gonna have like
He shook
100,000
his beer way too many
he's gonna be on stage. He's gonna be on stage, and then there's gonna be like 100,000 people, watching or whatever, and they're gonna be like, "So, Shane, what really went on episode 95 of the Beer and Bull show?"
Well,
That milk stout
Well, that was
just
when I
exploded
got-
all over her tits.
that was when I got ordained as a Dudas priest.
Wow.
Okay, and you should try not to be such a dick, man.
Just tell him, man. I was trying to let loose and have a little fun. What the fuck?
Fuck. Fucking judgmental assholes, man. Go
Exactly.
fuck yourselves.
Yeah. Go fuck yourselves, you judgmental pricks.
I was drinking a voodoo, man. Okay, like, man. So
Go
it's a
paint me
left
some-
coast. If you're not,
I'm gonna put
Go
it
paint
right
me
in
some
front of the
vaginal
camera.
paintings.
That
My
would be
work has
cool.
been explained as vaginal. Vaginal.
you know, like that's delicious, and it can prevent cancer too.
Wow.
You guys always laugh at me.
Even worse, all the Big Lebowski references, for anybody who's never seen the Big Lebowski, would probably terrify people.
I've seen it at least 10 times. Great movie. Great movie.
I've got it. I've got it memorized.
I'm
Dude,
sure
Jeff
we do.
Cock for
Bridges is
$1,000.
awesome.
I'll suck your cock for $1,000. Well, Brent can't watch. He's got to pay $500. Gotta love that movie. We're all going to hell in our own special ways. I love it.
I don't know
You know
about that.
The cool thing is that
I don't know about you, but I got a reserved seat in heaven.
yeah,
if there is
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Mine's
be, like,
right next to the dude. if
flying.
there-
I'm gonna be at like 77 virgins in heaven.
It's
But, like, what happens-
72, okay?
Yeah, I don't care. I get
Yeah, I thought-
77
I thought he was
because I
kinda
said
high
so.
there.
No, I'm a Dudas priest,
72.
guys,
72.
and I want.
Hugh, wait,
77 there.
wait. Shane,
Allah is supposed
Hugh
to bless
Hefner
you with
and Hunter S.
72
Thompson
virgins.
are in heaven, in theory. So, I don't think there's any virgins left, babe. Sorry.
77.
I'm
whores,
pretty sure
whatever.
they've all.
He said
I'm sure they've all
77
been
whores. Who
accosted.
cares?
Not porn
He's
stars.
like
As long as there's
virgins
some-
now.
Oh,
Shane doesn't
not
care. As
porn
long as
stars.
there's vagina there, he's happy.
Yeah, because he ain't getting any vagina here on Earth.
That's
Well,
right.
Hey, man, he's got something to look
Aw,
forward
that's so
to.
mean.
He's got something to look forward to. There you go. Look at it
Look,
that
at
way,
least-
Shane.
At least
You're
when
gonna get
I
there eventually.
at least when I died, I'll get
Yeah.
laid.
That's funny because I mean I don't date
That's terrible.
American girls. Like I don't date American girls.
Oh yeah. Do you order them from Russia or?
That's why he's
Yeah,
making that
I
white.
order them in the kitchen.
What do you think's in?
Okay.
Hey, Kevin, what do you think is in the white Russian stout?
Oh, there you go. Well, that makes sense then. That's right. He just dials them up and goes. "Yeah,
Now
order
we
that one."
understand. It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
But I've had.
I'm
like,
glad I could
girlfriends
come
from-
here and pull this together for you people.
Okay.
You're welcome.
No. I mean, I've had girlfriends from South and Central. It is helpful. You are very helpful, Kevin. Sure. But I've had girlfriends from Europe and the Asias and Russia and South America. Not Australia yet. I'm going for all 7 continents, but it's probably not going to happen because I already got Europe covered and going Europe. But I also have Africa covered with Europe. So I'll be making that announcement in January, as I mentioned on the previous show. I'll be making the announcement in January. I think January.
And he's also making the announcement in February of the new Dudas brewery that he's going to open up.
Well, I hope
That's right,
so,
dude.
yeah,
Free
because
brewery.
we should be opening in Morocco. Well, I'm thinking I'll make the announcement from Italy, but we'll be opening in Morocco the Dudas Brewing. It's going to be a Moroccan beer, 100% Moroccan sourced, Moroccans, brewed with real Moroccans, or
You gotta have
Jesus,
real
whoever's
Moroccans in
available.
there.
Really, you gotta have the real.
There's no way you.
That's right.
No, there's no way that you could get that flavor profile right without using real Moroccans.
Yeah, those
Especially
real
from the
Moroccans.
narwhal shark piss. Gaza.
And-
No,
Definitely the
no,
narwhal
because you're gonna brew it with Moroccan coffee, right?
I thought
I
it
don't
was
know,
going to
there's
brew with Moroccan urine.
urine.
I would hope so. Moroccan coffee, Moroccan titties, you know. Yeah.
So somebody actually showed their boobs
And
on the Beer and Bullshit
breast
show.
milk for creamer.
But somebody
Well, I
It
don't know,
was
that's
not
kinda
me.
pushing
on
it.
this
I'm
show.
telling you now.
Kind of pushing.
And I
Yeah,
know.
someone actually did show their boobs on the Beer and Bullshit show,
Did
but
you
it was
see
not
it,
me.
Amy? Did you see it?
Fuck no! I knew. No, I was on that
Chris?
episode, but I
Chris.
left.
Chris, did you see it?
Chris accidentally saw it.
I accidentally
He
saw it
accidentally
when
saw it.
I went back through the episode.
Oh,
I didn't see it originally, but I knew something was going down, so I had to go back to the episode and watch it, and that's when I actually saw it, and I was like, I gotta get rid of this video before someone watches it, and boom.
Did you get a flasher, Chris?
I think she would. I think it was a dare for her.
A dare.
It was not. Okay. It was nothing to see. Believe me. I've seen bigger titties on a pancake. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it was a dare to show nothing. It was a dare to show nothing. All right. Fantastic. Thanks for sharing.
But small ones can be nice too. So.
No.
For small, big ones.
I don't think this was the case. From what I heard from everybody who saw it, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Really? I don't like small titties.
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to be mean.
I'm okay with whatever size. I'm not like size sensitive, but
I am size sensitive.
Yeah. That's very nice of you to be size sensitive.
I'm good with what I got at home.
Well,
see, I guess I'm safe from Chris because, he's married and I have small boobs. Ha!
There you go.
That's funny.
There you go. Yeah, you're safe. Chris will never come for you.
That's true.
Be like, nah, that's all right.
Plus, I'd pass out. Amy, I'd pass out before you would anyway, so it'd be like.
Yeah, wouldn't happen anyway.
I'm giving you shit. I'm giving you shit. I don't want your old lady to get mad.
I get really rough in the bed, you know.
You know what, Amy? She could get mad at you. She loves you.
Aw.
No, your lady's super cool.
She's like,
I love her.
She's like, Amy's a perfect fit for your show. I was like, okay.
Amy's the only reason we're successful, guys, if you want to be honest.
Why we have 2,000 subscribers?
I'm a subscriber.
You're like the only one.
I'm just guest talent for the night.
Guest talent?
Guest talent.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
It's pretty much the best beer and bullshit show on the web. On all of the webs.
Yeah, it's the best beer and bullshit show on the web. Hands down.
Beer and bullshit show. Yes, absolutely. And it's not beer and bullshit, it's the beer and bullshit show. So
the
better fucking recognize.
Beer and bullshit show.
Better recognize.
Exactly. That's right, bitches.
Yeah.
Now that I have my business plan is written for Dudas Brewing, I'm feeling really confident. Yeah. Ready to score some chicks and whatnot. No, it's just kidding. But anyways, my announcement will come in January for the...
I was going to say, do you think beer's going to get you laid?
No.
Fuck yeah.
I don't date those kind of girls.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No.
Fucking absolutely.
Huh?
Yep.
What's wrong with you, Shane? Yes.
I was going to say, not the way we drink beer, though. The way we drink beer pretty much has us sitting around in a sausage fest, except for me.
Cheers.
Which should be a good thing.
Cheers.
Hey, you've got some lady friends. Why don't you drag them on?
Watch as the last drops pour out.
Call the friends. Invite them
over. The women don't want to be on the show, except for you.
They're just timid. They're just timid.
Yeah.
Timid.
That's all. Yeah.
Timid.
Yeah, we'll go with timid.
It'd be cool if we could get a lady with an English accent or an Australian accent on the Beer and Bullshit show to really tear it up.
Amy, use your best Australian accent.
I don't have one.
Well.
I'm Southern. Southern. I don't have them.
I'm Southern. I don't got them
proper manners like y'all. I don't got them proper manners like the rest of y'all do.
What manners? There's no manners on the Beer and Bullshit show. Come on now. Come on, there's no manners on this show. Come on now.
Right. Now listen.
I'm from Virginia.
I was I was down in the Billabong, and I'd had a couple of drinks, just, a few beers, and I jumped in, and this catfish jumped up. I jumped into the Billabong off of the rock face, and this catfish just jumped up and grabbed me yaw balls. And I was like screaming because he had a hold of me yaw balls for like a minute, it felt like. And I was like prying him off. It's just outside of Sydney. And it's like a really hot day. I had to jump in, and I couldn't believe it was a catfish. So I kept him because I kept my hands on him, and we took him and we threw him on the bobby and had a good meal because he was like loose on
Did you,
me
mate?
balls,
Did
just
you?
hanging there.
Did you, mate? Did you
but
drink
that-
a Foster's
but-
with
but-
the? Did you drink a Foster's with the
But
fresh
does
meat
it-
off the barbie?
I think he thought my yaw balls
Did you-
were a shrimp or something.
Did you season said catfish with your narbles? With your
Oh,
We put
I
the
don't know,
typical.
Amy. Yeah, that's not working out.
We put the typical Australian bone fish, the long bone fish seasoning on. Have you had the long bone fish seasoning? It's made by.
I
those-
have not. I
It's
have
made
not.
by those Vegemite
You
people.
may have to ask someone else.
It was a rough night.
I'm sure it was a rough night.
You had the long bone.
If you had the long bone fish.
So, if we had a good thick
the
Australian
long bone
accent,
fish sounds pretty that long bone fish sounds pretty convincing though.
yeah.
Sounds
If
like
we
it
had a
might be
good-
a tasty meal for some people.
Oh my god! All right,
But
all right.
see how
enough,
much
people.
better,
Damn.
how much better a lady could pull that off. Like, way better.
You think?
Yeah. By the way, that story was completely falsified. None of that happened.
I kind of figured that one, Shane.
I can't pull off.
I haven't been to Australia. Sorry.
I wasn't
I can't
sure.
pull-
I was
I
believing it for a moment. I was actually going for it, man. I thought you'd really been there.
I can't pull off the
Sounded great.
accents. I can't pull off the
Write that
accents.
down.
I can't pull off any of the stories.
Kevin.
I
You
just
can't-
don't have to be me like here. No, I
You know,
can't do it.
you know, Amy, you can't pull off the accents because your southern drawl is so prevalent. You got that drawl,
Sure.
that southern drawl.
I'm sorry, I'm from Virginia, so I
Yeah,
talk
but
like a hillbilly.
I got that
So my
southern
name is Jimmy
drawl.
Paco, and I live in Southern California. And I just want to let you know about my life. Okay?
He's that's awesome. I can't pull off other people's accents. I just can't. I just sound like a hillbilly no matter what I do.
All right, so I started
But
this
it doesn't matter.
page.
Y'all still think I'm cute, even if I sound like a hillbilly.
I started this page.
Y'all
Yeah.
still like me. That's all I care.
Hey, Amy, drink another 10%er and we'll judge on that one.
All right.
Oh, my accent gets thicker
Just-
the more I drink too. Y'all know that.
Oh, I know.
It's a curse, man. It's a curse. I just don't want to go into it. It's kind of rude.
I
I don't
started
want to
this
be mean.
I started this page, okay, on Facebook
It's like, yeah.
that I haven't done anything with it. It's called Dank Bible Memes, okay?
Okay.
And what I'm doing is I'm taking all the like sexual references in the Bible and I'm making them into memes, just like the old school King James.
Shane,
So yeah.
has anyone told you you had too much free time?
Well,
Which
I'm
is
just
ironic.
asking, man.
Which is
I've had-
ironic because he has his own business. So,
There you go. See? I just don't know, man. Do you have ADD? Do you just have to do things all the time? I'm just wondering.
I've had this thing published since like June 6th of 2016, and I've only published one dank meme.
And what's the Facebook site again? What is it? What's it called?
It's called dank.
One dank meme in 10 years.
Like dank Bible memes. Dank Bible memes.
Okay.
Okay. And what I'm doing
Only
is
one
I'm sequentially.
dank meme in 10 years.
Wow, you're
But it's really
really
dank,
you're really good there, Shane. One.
It's not even really a meme. It's just a
One
Bible
in
verse,
10 years.
dude. Okay.
Come on, people.
just a Bible
Perfection
verse.
takes time.
But I'm just like, I'm looking for guidance, on this.
Guidance.
But here's the meme. It's, and Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of the one was Ada, and the name of the other was Zillah. Okay, I mean Ada and Zillah, they sound hot, right?
No.
And he had. So that's the only meme I've published.
Alrighty then.
So if anybody has any inspiration, Kevin, okay, to make some dank
And
Bible
thank
memes,
you for
I've
taking
got.
part in the beer and bullshit interlude. Have a nice day.
I think we need to have a beer and bullshit intervention.
I'm sorry, Shane. I had to do it. I had to do it.
Shane's got.
It was too
Shane's
easy,
got a
man.
lack
Put
of
yourself
issues.
out there.
Shane has a lack of issues. He really needs more issues. We should give them to him.
I was thinking this
I
This
thing.
is
think
your
we all-
intervention,
I think-
Shane.
I think we all have issues.
You're
Some
like
more
a-
serious than others.
Shane's more.
You're like a magazine subscription. You got fucking issues.
But like this huge, this
Yeah.
miniature dysfunctional family. But we're happy with it, and that's all that really matters.
We put the fun back into dysfunction.
Functional.
I have to admit, it's been fun. Been fun.
Not what you thought
No.
coming onto a beer snob show would be. Kevin, this is
Don't
not
cry,
what you thought
Shane.
a beer
It'll be
show,
all right.
beer snob show would be. I mean,
I think
we
I
are
should get
still
the
kind of
brewery.
beer snobs, but we're not,
No, I mean you challenge us to be worse snobbish beer snobs, Amy, but more redneck at the same time.
I challenge you to be more redneck
Shane.
beer snobs.
Shane, speak for yourself. Ain't no
I
redneck
tried to
up
make
here.
sure I
here.
only spit in the beer bottles and not
Hold on.
on the floor.
Unchallenged. I
Shane,
feel
did you just tell me
challenged.
that I challenge you to be a more redneck,
More?
bigger beer snob? Is it
Yeah,
because of my accent?
like a Formula One fan, you know? Like,
The Formula One fan?
yeah.
I mean, how do you figure that, though?
Right.
Well, that's just horrible.
But I'm still qualified as a beer snob, correct? So if I
Sure,
change
but
my
like,
accent,
you're more a NASCAR level beer snob. You're like a Formula One level beer snob, but still redneck enough to be NASCAR. So it's just this whole cool mixing of things, you know. See, it's gorgeous.
I'm this strange thing that doesn't make sense to you, but you like it anyways.
I didn't understand any of that, but probably yeah.
I said, am I just like this strange mix of things that you like, but you don't really understand?
No, I mean I heard you clearly, but I didn't understand,
don't
and I still
get it.
don't. But probably yeah.
just give you a yeehaw. And I got some craft beer.
Wow.
Craft
not even-
beer.
Does that confuse you even more?
Craft beer.
Craft beer.
Y'all stand up now. It's time to put your hand over your chest to craft beer, all right?
I pledge
Don't
allegiance.
cover up the
I pledge
narwhal.
allegiance to craft
Don't-
beer. I pledge allegiance to
Don't
the
cover
craft
up
beer,
the narwhal.
and that's
To
it.
the brewery.
Shane,
That's
don't
it. That's
cover
all I
up the
do.
narwhal.
To Founders Brewery.
Shane covers.
To,
Shane, don't cover
Stone,
up the narwhal. Don't cover up the narwhal, Shane.
Bubblegum Head.
I pledge allegiance to the
All
narwhal.
the stouts.
Pledge allegiance to the
We need a
stouts
song too.
and the lagers. And
You gotta
the
say it
IPAs.
I know. I don't know
Enthusiasm.
what else to drink.
Sounds
You
good to
can-
me.
You gotta say it with feeling. With feeling. God
Well,
damn
damn
it.
it, man! I
Feeling.
didn't know there was like a
Feeling.
whole fucking salute thing. What the shit? Nobody
You
told
must,
me.
you must listen. You must listen very closely, comrade. Okay,
I'm trying
it's
to.
Yes.
it's the beer flesh. You have to say with power, with like.
Do I have to
German.
pronounce it with like a victorious nature?
Shane. We have ways.
To the loggers
We
and
have
the
ways of
IPAs
making you
and
drink.
the stouts of the world,
That
and I will continue to
That-
drink them forever. Pledge
that
allegiance
makes
to
me
beer.
furious.
I just did it,
We
man.
have
Weren't you
faith.
listening? I don't know. You caught that, didn't you, Chris?
I did
It's
not.
I didn't
it's
realize
on
that.
Oh
there.
my God, Jesus! Yeah, I got your dumb drunk ass on.
I
camera,
gotta-
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you guys though. I didn't realize that people still noticed I still had an accent. Because
You
I don't-
got it.
I
You
mean,
got
I
an
don't-
accent, woman. Woman, you got accent. Okay. When I say you got
I just
accent, you
wanted to
got
let
accent.
y'all-
If you don't have that
I just-
accent, I say you still have accent.
I just want to let you know.
But I live up
I
north
didn't
now.
know that anybody
I
knew
thought
I had
that-
an accent.
I really thought that like most of my accent had been kind of, I realized I have it a little bit every now and again, but I didn't realize it was that bad.
It really comes out when you're
It really
drinking.
doesn't matter,
It really
but
comes
okay.
out when you're drinking. When we're on the phone just talking and stuff, it don't come out. But when you're drinking,
Uh-huh.
it really comes out. When you're drinking.
Is it cute or is it weird? Or is it
I'm not
both?
gonna answer that.
We're not
Alright.
weird.
It really doesn't bother me.
We're
either
not
way.
weird. Okay, so yeah.
It doesn't bother me.
I don't know.
I don't know. I
I'm
just
not
don't
sure
notice
We
it.
have like
The court's still
I
out
don't
on
ever notice
Shane,
it.
but yeah, we're not weird, and it's fine.
But like I said, I'm
no, but we
kind
have
of,
like 5,000 accents and dialects in the United States.
I'm kind of from the South, so I don't like really hear it or notice it.
Okay, because that's where you're from. So everybody talks like that, I would imagine, or has a little bit of an accent.
Well, no, actually,
That's
I was I traveled around the country for years. I was military, traveling for 8 years. I've lived everywhere from South Carolina to Alaska to Michigan to Arizona. Like a mixed bag of accents
Mm.
that are like normal in my sobriety, I suppose.
Amy,
I think
Amy,
it- I think it goes.
Amy, you're just a mixed bag.
But I
Really?
always get a complex about like my like
Why?
people thinking
Chris and I are the
and
biggest
Southern
mixed bag
people
you'll ever meet.
will say something at
Aren't we, bro?
Uh,
We've
I guess we
we've
kinda
been
all are,
all
I
over the
know.
place.
ways.
I'm from
We've lived
like
all over
everywhere.
the place.
All over.
So, yeah, well, I'm going to leave for a second. I need to grab another beer. I ran through the 4 that I had, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
same
grab
here.
another
I
one.
was about to say, man, I need a bio break.
Yeah, I gotta get another beer. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Be right back.
I'm gonna do the same. I'll be back in a minute, guys.
So it's 5-0. Astros. But Houston has like a almost like have a 1-2-3 bottom of the 4th inning. This World Series is big on the Phillies. I mean, I feel like we've been sitting here for hours, but we've only been playing. We've only. Hello? Anybody bring right back yet? Come on now. Come on now. Everybody back yet? I guess not. But I just want to tell everybody that I've gotten a new beer. It is Escape to Colorado IPA by Epic Brewing.
That's a nice one.
I have not had this one yet, so
It's good.
I'm going to slurp it down like a Slurpee.
It's a little bitey, I think. Kind of
Well, like I said,
hoppy.
we finally got it out here, so everybody's been raving about it. So
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I would buy again. Wait. I got to do the James Vab thing. You're not going to drink that out of the can, are you?
fuck yeah, I'm going to drink it out of a can.
I miss James Vab, man.
Well, he knew that
Probably
we had
out.
a show on tonight.
I know, but he's probably helping the weed man or something.
He's probably at that trial. He's probably at the trial.
Probably. That's what I'm saying, dude. He's probably in New Jersey helping the
Yeah.
weed man.
I
James,
forgot about
dude,
that. Yeah.
If he knows you're in trouble, he's going to be there, dude.
So
James Babb is like the co-hostess with the mostest.
co-hostess
yeah.
with the
With the
most.
most.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
He's
And he didn't
He's
show up
the
tonight.
no-fly, the work guy from like 2008.
He's from Philly, so
but he's got a cool place out there, a little bit of space, a little bit of elbow room out there on the East Coast.
Nice.
Yeah, but he's helping people, man, like with his the jury nullification stuff. He's just he went from the We Won't Fly thing, and before that he was on to a bunch of other stuff. I don't know. He's been on Lou Rockwell. I don't know since was it in the 90s he was on Lou Rockwell. Is that right?
Okay.
I don't know because I didn't hear Jim Babb until about 2002. So
okay. And he came out big on WeWon'tFly.org.
We Won't Fly, right?
Yep. Yep. But he was definitely writing on Lou Rockwell in the early 2000s, if not the late 90s. And, that's one of the original actual blogs that exists is LouRockwell.com. It's the oldest libertarian blog, but pretty much one of the oldest blogs, period, on the internet. And home of the Ron Paul archives. Just saying. And isn't on there.
Yeah, that's not bad. That Escape to Colorado IPA. That's not bad.
Who's
Love
that
it.
made by?
It's not bad. I mean, it's not, something to drive home to mom about, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
I'm doing this Hail to the Hop Thief double right now. This Stone anniversary brew, Hail to the Hop Thief double IPA. Yeah, I could drink it on a summer day all day long, or a winter day in the Arctic. If I were up there ice fishing, it would be fine.
Yeah, man.
But Stone's beers are kind of like that. I don't know. Do you guys?
The last Stone beer I had was that Tangerine Express IPA.
In the can?
And that was
good.
No, that was in the bomber.
Bomber.
No. The last Stone beer I've had, I can't say that because I picked up a Stone. It's this Vengeful Spirit IPA.
Ooh, I just had that today. It's nice.
This is a nice one. Yes.
Yeah, it's easy.
I picked that one up in St. Louis, and it was cheap. So
nice.
You go to Missouri and stuff, and beer prices are cheaper than they are in Illinois. In Illinois, it's already cheap. You go to Missouri, they're cheaper. So
you go to Pennsylvania, it's like outrageous.
You go to Pennsylvania, and you're like, okay, how much Vaseline and how much do I have to bend over for a 12-pack?
Right. Yes, exactly. How much do I have to take to get that 12-pack of beer? Damn it. It hurts.
Unless if it's that really cheap stuff that my brother and I used to drink back in the day.
Oh, Jesus.
Country
40s.
Club.
Country Club 40s. Get that money.
Country Club 40.
Dang.
Nummy.
That is down.
He said that's down.
That is down.
I think we should
down like Bobby Brown.
have a horrible beer show.
The The horrible beer show? No, man, because then I'll just wake up with a really bad hangover. And
Just drink
I
one.
don't-
Not
Where
if
we
you just nurse one. Not if you just nurse one all night.
Well, I suppose you could do it that way. Yeah, I might
That's
have
what
to
we've
like
been-
have some good. Have to have some craft brew on the side to like
That's what me and Scott
but
me and Scott White did a
Nice.
a beer and bullshit show together, and all we featured was bad beer.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Did you have like
Yeah,
good beer
yeah.
on the
See-
side to
see this-
supplement or?
no, we just drank the best.
He said, "Nah, we
That's
just
what-
drank
I mean,
nasty
this
shit."
country club malt liquor is a solid. Listen,
Oh shit! He
listen,
looked it up on Google.
guys, this is
Oh my God, he looked it up. Oh shiz.
Shane, go
Listen,
Google
Oh,
something.
damn.
Shane.
I
Go
want you to
Google,
listen
like-
No,
Oh,
no,
Jesus.
Kevin. This is important.
All
gonna tell you-
right, spit it out.
Listen, I want you to listen close because it's important, okay?
Well, we're
It's a
trying, but you
solid
sound like
one
shit.
star. 1 star beer.
Somebody love it. Somebody loves it.
Hey man, trying to get fucked up. That was the best way to do it.
Yeah, that was. When
That's
you had
when
a,
we drank
when you
for. Well, that's when we drank for intoxication and not for like the taste.
right.
Well, you know
Wait,
what?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
well,
When you had a when you were on a limited budget, when you were on a limited budget and you only had so much money for a certain beer,
Right.
that's what you gravitated
Yeah.
towards. You know, and they were like,
Yeah,
what?
for sure.
A buck 50 or 40?
like $1.25.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
had-
like
So
$1.25.
we get like 6 of them or something, split it.
Yeah. We spend like $10 to get
we get
6,
Miller.
and then we'd go out.
Yeah.
Well, we'd go out with a group of like
We get Miller.
4 or 5 people. And everybody drink like, dude, you only had to drink like one of them, and you felt nasty enough. And
No,
yeah,
we
it's
bus
terrible.
stop. We'd show up at the bus
Wow.
stop with and Miller High
Those were the
Lifes,
day, though.
You know, at the bus stop.
Those were the
in
day.
morning. Cool. You know, for middle school, when you're in like 8th grade, you show up at the bus stop and it's snowing out, and you stick your quart or your 40 down in the snow for a few minutes, and then somebody pulls out a pop can on it, and they start sparking it up, and you're all getting ready to go to school.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ours was usually mine was usually like a pop can or a 2-liter bottle. Which was like, now that I think about it, like, wow, what worse could I do to my lungs? Like, what? But you fucking did it anyway, didn't you? Yeah, you dumbass teenage ass. They're like, all right, man, yeah, let's do that. Let's do it.
Well,
I want to get high before I go to school. And then you got the math class at 8:40 in the morning. And you were like, I got no idea what's going on, man. Fuck.
I think ours
I
was
finally
like,
found a decent
history.
beer that gave me good head.
oh, sweet.
Jesus, she's drinking another one? Damn. You really are nonstop, aren't you, killer?
Yeah, she is. She
Wow.
is.
Get him.
I have Slayer beer.
Mm.
Oh, that just sounds scary. Slayer beer.
Sounds dank.
Slayer.
Slayer. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with Slayer. I love
And
Slayer.
what is Slayer?
Slayer, like
Sounds-
the band Slayer.
They make their own beer now? Like the band makes their own beer?
I wish
Or they
that
just named
would
it
be
after
so
the band?
cool. That would be so cool if that band,
Yeah.
the band made their own beer. Rain and Blood beer.
Actually,
like
they do. They do have one. They have a blood orange that they do. Iron Maiden has a beer that they do.
Right.
There's a bunch of metal bands that do different beers. But
that would be so cool to see.
The Slayer beers, obviously.
That would be so cool if like the guys from Slayer did their own beer. Rain and Blood beer. That would be fucking awesome.
I can't remember. Hold on. No, it's called something else. But they do one, and I've had it. Hold on. Let me look. Let me go on my Untapped.
So
but
what? They
Rain
just
and
take
something.
a name though? Did they just?
Iron Maiden does Trooper.
Right. I know Three Floyds does beers that they name after metal bands like Obituary. They did one. They did one for Obituary called Hopped in Half. They did one for Cannibal Corpse. They did one for Lamb of God. They've done a whole bunch of them.
I know I had the one for Lamb of God, which I think is awesome because Randy's an old friend of mine.
Everybody's an old friend of yours. Who don't you know?
Well, I'm from fucking Richmond.
I'm from Richmond.
Well, we're all a bunch of fucking art fags. So what do you expect? You know what I mean?
Just say fags.
We're not exactly cool.
Yeah, well,
fags.
of course, there's nothing else better to do in Richmond, I guess. Except drink beer and wave your fucking Confederate flags around.
Yeah, but art fag is a good thing, but seriously, art fag's a good thing.
We all do that.
Get your gender fluid on me, okay?
The South will rise again. That's right.
I don't think there's very few people in Richmond that have any like gender solidarity. I think most of us are relatively gender fluid, as weird as it may be. We all just kind of love each other. It's bizarre.
That's cool. Like that.
I can't consider myself straight. Even though, I'm definitely straight with my boyfriend, but I can't always have considered myself straight.
You should do.
But Richmond's a very bizarre scene to grow up in.
Ass and titties.
Yeah.
Ass and titties.
Just saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I likes ass and titties.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Somebody said
I just had to. Sorry.
Girls.
I'll stop.
I'm just kidding. I need girls.
But no, we're
you guys know that.
We're a strange bunch in Richmond. We really are, you know.
All right.
It's funny, especially.
You're just a strange bunch. Period.
But the thing is, you know, like you can find us like being like all like politically correct in one like little sentence, but you can also find us being like having our Confederate flags and our monuments and, you know, doing all that kind of stuff. And the next thing, and then the next minute, you're gonna find us doing things that will touch you. Because for somebody who's outside of Richmond, they seem to contradict each other. But for some reason in Richmond, it's all okay. Because
Yeah, but
That's
do you know the
fucking weird.
socio-anthropologic, hetero, libertarian, original founding father benefits of all that?
No.
Duh-huh.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Duh-huh.
No.
You're okay. Let me put
Wow.
it simple. Let me put it simple for you guys. Okay, you're rednecks that know how to act all right.
All right.
But
Yeah,
see,
I mean,
from
I mean, I
Colorado-
guess for what it's
see,
for
from Colorado, I'm a redneck and I don't know
for
how to act right. You know, I have
for
no
what
clue.
it's worth, I mean, I would say that's kind of a fair assessment of us. I mean, we're rednecks who know how to act right. You know,
Exactly.
I'd say that's a fair assessment.
And I'm from Colorado,
But the thing is,
and I have
what
no
if
clue.
one of the funny things is, I know when to say, even though I don't consider myself a Christian, I know when to say bless you. I know when to say excuse me. I know when to say pardon me. I know when to say please. I know when to say thank you. It's this weird, like, little Southern thing that we kind of have. But at the same time, you know, I'm everything that a lot of traditional Christian Southern people think is wrong. But at the same time, I'm a lot of the same things that a lot of people that are from the North and from the left think is wrong. So, like, I'm like this weird, like, little oxymoron who just kind of exists in my own little world.
Yeah, it's because one of the Puritans and one of the statists.
I'm just thankful that people like me. You know, I mean, like me, Chris likes me.
I think it's cool.
Shane, I think you like me.
I think it's really.
But I'm fucking weird.
I think it's really. No, I think it's really smart and lovely because my aunt, she spent a lot of time. She lived in Delaware. I think it's genius. So I think it's lovely. What's that, Chris? Sorry.
Hey, Shane, there are no rednecks in Colorado. Yeah. If they are, they live east of Lyman.
And even then, you can't really call them rednecks. I mean, at that point, you'd have to call them hillbillies, because we have hills.
You ever go to Kansas City?
Would I qualify more as a redneck or a hillbilly?
No.
Hillbilly. You're from Virginia.
Neither.
No.
Neither.
Exactly. Chris has it right. Chris knows.
Yeah, I would say neither.
But
you're Virginianite.
But I live in Baltimore. Which is one of the hardest cities in the country. I live in Baltimore City.
Okay.
Yeah, but
what does that make me then?
You have to.
Do you have heroin addicts?
A transplant.
Basically, let's just say this.
Oh my God! Do we have heroin addicts in our neighborhood?
No.
Oh my God!
I just show you.
You are in the murder capital of the world.
Yeah, me too. It sucks, don't it?
Okay. You are in the murder capital of the world. Okay, this is.
Oh, is Baltimore
this
the
is
murder
like
capital?
you don't cross anybody. Everything's really cool. Serious.
Yeah, Baltimore's really, really, really bad. I mean, I take my kids to go to get stuff for, things they need, socks, underwear, whatever, from Walmart. And there's people falling across my vehicles, drooling on the shopping carts. It's
like if you were
Chris listens to me about this all the time. I mean, it's a bizarre world that's here. And we're not. I don't think we're not gonna be. We're not gonna be first per capita this year. I think Detroit's still gonna. We'll probably be. We'll be in the top 5, but I mean, we're still going to be pretty high up there this year.
We're number 5. We're number 5. We're number 5. Never mind.
Thing is, I mean, it ain't some fucking competition for me. Because I mean, I tell you what, I mean, it sucks for my kids. Because I mean, I go to pick my kids up from fucking school, and I'm not joking. And Chris knows this because he's on my Facebook. They got a guy shot dead on the corner right beside my kid's school. I can't even get my kids out of school.
Wow.
And I don't live in a bad neighborhood. You know, I mean, I live in an okay neighborhood. But I mean, I gotta deal with this shit on a fucking day-to-day basis. I go and try to take my kids to school, and at 7 o'clock in the morning, there's fucking heroin hookers out on the fucking street and down in the corner on the main
That's
track.
fun to be out there.
Where I've got to take
I
my
mean,
kids.
how convenient. You can drop the kids off at school and grab your hooker and head on home. Like, you know, how convenient is that? It's like perfect.
It's convenient.
I
I can pick up my dope, and then I can sort my dope, and by the time I'm done sorting my dope, I can pick up my hooker, and then I get my dick sucked, and then I can
and drop the
fucking-
kids off. And drop the kids off.
Is that another
time
meeting?
to go out for breakfast?
Is that another meeting for hookers to go? Hookers to go.
There you
Hookers to
go.
go.
Booyah!
Hookers to go.
Dude, I mean, like, to be honest, like, a prostitute is more
It
honorable
really
than a
is
porn
fucking
star.
like.
You know, and seriously.
I know what you mean, though, Amy.
Yeah.
I understand.
I mean,
I got them living up the
No,
block from me.
I will agree with you
houses
that
down.
a prostitute is more honorable than a
I
porn
know.
star. A porn star needs to perform for an hour. A prostitute, if she can get you off in 5 minutes, that's her $20. You know, so the better she is at her job, whatever.
What
but
girls
the-
and a prostitute is more honorable.
I don't have a problem
Hey.
with prostitution either.
Hey,
I
and the
think
prostitute-
I
prostitution
want to
is
hear
an
it. I
honorable
want to hear it,
profession.
Chris. What is it?
and
I mean,
and a
I
pro-
wouldn't
and
do it,
a, and
but
a
I think-
prostitute is more honorable than a politician. Okay,
Than a
By
politician.
a
at least,
long
at least,
shot.
at least the
By a
hoes
long shot,
work for a
dude.
living. Prostitute,
That's right.
Well,
the politician.
we pay them.
I mean,
We
they
do them what
work.
Absolutely.
They do what we pay them for.
They work harder than I
There you
do.
The only,
seriously.
I'll be honest with you guys though. The only problem
out
I
to
have
bounce
with
soon,
the
man.
people
My
in the
battery's
neighborhood
dying.
here,
Well, they hang out by the
Come on,
school.
I
That's
have
not very
with
nice.
the people
At
here.
7 in the morning.
well, it's not even so much that. I mean, that's part of it, but is the fact that I'm watching what's going on with opioids. I'm watching so many people
yeah.
that have been, addicted to, Percocets or Vicodin or whatever, and I'm watching them turn to street drugs. I'm watching that progression. And I've seen this since I was a teenager. And like I said, I'm 43 years old now. So, I mean, it's not like this is something new for me to see. But I've seen a lot of people's lives get destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wish everybody would smoke weed and drink beer. Smoke weed and
yeah.
fucking drink beer.
And drinking beer.
Every
day.
Weed.
Just
But-
go for
That's
it.
what you should
Yeah.
stick to.
But
Stay to it.
Nice.
God, stay the fuck off the pills and keep the needles out of your fucking arms. That's all I want. I don't want to
Everybody makes
see.
their own decision,
I've had
Amy.
so many of my friends die. We have people dying in the neighborhood here every week.
Every week.
I don't
Yeah.
want to see it.
Yeah.
I don't
Happens all
want
the
my kids
time.
to see it. I mean, everybody does. I mean, it's not like it's quarantined to Baltimore. I mean, it's fucking everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And
But you know what?
it's
You
hard.
know who ultimately is to blame for that, besides the individual?
The pharmaceutical.
Pharmaceutical.
The motherfucking government. That's who is to blame for.
Yep.
Because if we weren't in Afghanistan, this shit wouldn't happen.
Oh, okay. Well, hey,
If we
let
weren't,
me go ahead and be the.
if we
let
weren't
me go ahead and play
prescribing
devil's
these
advocate here.
pharmaceuticals to people, they wouldn't be out looking for something to match it
Cheaper.
when they can't afford their drugs.
Exactly, and it's a big money game. Okay, what it's
Yeah,
about
it's
is about
it's always
keeping the warheads going. We got Lockheed Martin Okay, we've got General Electric. We've got what are their defense? KBR,
Boeing.
right? We've got Halliburton.
Boeing.
We've got Boeing. It's about keeping the industrial complex and the pseudo state of Israel, which is just Romans that were just Nazis, that were just, something else, that were Babylonians, that were, the murderers from the beginning of time in business, in the cash. This is about keeping the federal bankers, the IMF happy, and the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. And, this is where this stuff goes back to. So, you got to consider the
But it's
source.
not fair because, no, I don't even want to say
fair,
it's not fair.
That's
Because,
why
saying something's not fair is, redonkulous.
No, it's not.
But
it's not. But that's why Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are so fucking awesome.
What it's about, it keeps an entire, I don't even say race because it's not even race. It keeps an entire class of people enslaved.
It's like 300 people.
Like 300 people.
It really is. It's like 5 families.
You might want to drink some more.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, I only got one phone charger and my wife's using it, and I'm at like 5%, man. My phone's gonna die, so I might have to call it in.
We'll see you next week.
Kevin, are you leaving us?
Yeah, I got to.
Hey, it was good. It was really good having you around. I hope you didn't get too creeped out by some of us weirdos.
No, I had a good time. I enjoyed talking to you guys. It was nice meeting you, Amy. Nice meeting you, Shane.
Yeah, you too. Shoot me your info.
Yeah, really nice meeting you too.
I'll send you a couple of beers if you shoot me your info.
Man. No problem.
All right.
Yeah, ditto.
I'm sure I'll be back again.
Find me on Facebook. It was definitely good to talk to you too, and it'd be awesome to see you again.
Absolutely. I love you, bro.
Later, bro.
All right, man. You guys have a good night.
All right.
You too.
Nice meeting you, Kevin.
All right. Bye-bye. Peace.
Great show,
He's all pleased with himself. He's all in dude zone. He's like El Duderino. And he's like,
What's that?
I got this.
What's that?
You're all in dude zone. You're all like zen.
Oh no, because I drank that bomber and then I'm working on this other bomber and I'm almost halfway through with it. And these are like hugely nice beers. But I'm just getting the maximum head possible. By taking it in, because it's a very it's a very large
very
vessel,
nice head.
so you have to take it in small portions, like to really get it satisfying.
Not really, but hey, whatever satisfies Shane over there. Hey, but Amy would say different, but
Morehead is better. Yeah. No, I don't know.
I'm kind of with him on that one. Morehead is better. Good head is better than copious amounts of watered head.
Yeah, but I like to snack.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
All right, Chris, you gotta admit it's funny.
Funny looking.
You got a witty friend.
I'm a snacker. It probably runs in the family.
Mm-hmm.
The genes, like way back to somebody really noble and sexual with like 700 wives and 300 concubines, or 300 wives and 700 concubines. That must be a direct descendant of some kind of banker to where I could get 50 billion bucks. But hey, is anybody in Coinbase?
I just signed up for Coinbase.
Cool. So they're doing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin right now. But they're also going to be doing Bitcoin Cash next year on January 1st. They're doing Bitcoin Cash. Release the new hard fork. They've got that. So if you were in before the hard fork, you'll be getting that in the new currency. They just like every time Bitcoin forks, or every time a currency goes on a hard fork, you get that quantity of the Coinbase in new currency. And I don't know, I think a lot of the other wallets like Ripple and different stuff, they're doing similar things. I'm not really sure. But as far as I know, right now,
you guys confuse me sometimes.
What's that? The Coinbase?
You're confusing. You're confusing.
I'm not confused.
Well,
I'm not confused.
No. I'm just saying, I mean, all I'm really worried about, like, at the end of the night is not whether, you know, my Bitcoin's going to go anywhere. I just want to make sure my boyfriend's going to give me some loving when I go to bed. Like, are you sure I'm not going to bed too late?
He's always
That's all I care about.
He's always going to give you some loving. Shush.
I don't even make my bed, dude. Nobody makes my bed.
My bed's always
your man's always gonna give you some loving. Who else is gonna?
Nobody. It's all
nobody.
Home, baby.
Nobody. Exactly. Who's gonna buy $200 worth of beer a week?
Nobody.
I told my wife that
he doesn't spend that much beer on me.
I told my wife that you guys spend $200 a week, and she said, well, if we had that kind of money, we would too. And I was like, yeah, right. It's like, I'm not going to drink that.
But you could stockpile it, and you could have us over, and you could buy us plane tickets to come over and hang out.
Yes, you could buy us plane tickets.
You could just get us a charter plane. You could fly out on the charter plane, and then we could take the charter plane back, and then we could get all having fun. Beer and bullshit in live.
Chris has been teasing me, saying he's gonna come visit me and like hang out with me and do all these things.
I am. And hey, if it weren't for my surgery, if it weren't for my surgery last year, I would have. If it weren't for Yvonne's surgery last year, I would have.
I know, Chris. I'm only giving you shit.
I'm going out there next year. Definitely. Most definitely. Because I got to see my mom.
I'll hang out with
she's up there in age, you know, so.
Where's your mom at?
In the same city my younger brother is.
Okay.
Reading, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Okay. All right, yeah, you got to go, man.
Yeah, I got to go.
This. We should do a GoFundMe. And make a bullshit excuse for it.
Oh God!
And throw some story about something weird, and you need to pick up some beer too, and ship it back to yourself. On there,
yeah.
Help Chris to support his beer fund. No,
I really like you, Shane. I'm not gonna lie, I really like you. You're a fucking asshole. And it's great.
Dude, well, I just think everything's bullshit. So pretty much everything's bullshit to me. So.
It's great. You're an asshole. I love it.
Thank you.
I want to hang out with you and get drunk.
That like makes me feel
I want to
really
cry.
humble. It makes
I
me
think we
feel
should be.
like
I think we
like-
should be friends.
seriously like you calling me an asshole makes me feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose. Like I'm humble.
You have.
What
and
purpose?
The purpose of being humble.
You're not.
for
You're
the truth,
honey.
of like.
You're not. You're the unicorn of assholes. You're wonderful.
Thank you.
Whose magic dust are you smoking? Are you smoking up something?
It's Colorado shit, dude. It's like some Gorilla Glue right now. Last week it was like Pura Vida. The week before that it was Jack Herrer. Sometimes it's Sour Diesel.
Hey, Shane.
Yeah, I like
Yes. Yes.
you. He's like, I'm gonna
Yes.
try to get like a deep man's voice.
I'm terribly sorry for my colleague Amy right now. She's misbehaving quite poorly. Please forgive her.
You're going straight to hell. I love it.
I, on the other hand, am very serious. Please go ahead, Christopher.
I have nothing.
Oh. Yeah. All right.
Okay, I'll try not to
Hey,
snort.
Chris. Good God. I gotta go. It's almost 11 o'clock. I gotta go to bed.
Oh no, you don't gotta go to bed. You just want to go to bed.
You bet your sweet ass I do. I
Okay.
know what's waiting for me up there.
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut at this point because last time it went really bad. So you have a good night, Amy, and go ahead and hit the end button as quickly as possible, please.
Yeah. And get you some.
I'm gonna
Because
go
we
get
know
me
what's
some.
going to
You'll get you some.
We know.
I don't want to know what kind of some.
We don't even.
But you just
we
go get
don't-
you some.
We don't want to know.
It don't mean I don't love you guys any less. It just means I love
No,
him more.
Just go and do
So,
it, you know.
Y'all have a good night.
Yeah,
All right.
it's not
Good
even
night,
a
Amy.
thing.
Don't.
We didn't have this conversation. Good night.
It's not like
Nope,
it's
never
recorded.
happened.
So
The
yeah.
Dankus meme of 2017 is forthcoming. Keep that in mind. And good night.
Good night, Amy.
It's in the middle.
And then there was just
That was
the two of
possibly,
us. Just
Possibly.
the two of us.
possibly the best.
And if we tried, just the two of us.
Just
the two of us.
Possibly the dankest ending ever to any beer and bullshit show. We should have like some post show music or something, huh?
I wish, but the
It's
problem
illegal.
is that we'll get flagged for for some
YouTube
shit,
is
so.
anti-piracy.
Yeah,
You know, piracy.
anti-intellectual property.
Piracy is the basis of freedom, really.
Yeah.
You know, piracy is what learning is founded upon, is piracy. You know, every piece of information that we receive is pirated. So isn't that a wonderful thing? That we have piracy to teach us
And you know what?
mathematics.
I'd hate to be a pirate because how can I get my craft beer if I'm a pirate?
The pirates bring the craft beer to you, man. You know?
Well, yeah, but if you're on a pirate ship for months on end, how do you keep resupplying your beer stash?
You trust the pirates to bring it.
Do you have your craft beer pirates? Do you like, yo man, I got some really good craft beer in here. What you got? You know?
I think we should just stick with the current system of free commerce while eliminating taxation, and then I think it'll.
So do you kind of homebrew your own brew on your pirate ship?
No, you don't have to do that because you're busy doing your your own piracy thing or whatever. So no.
Just
get it from the brewer.
Shippery timbers.
You get it from the brewer, and perfect. We don't need roads, man. I mean, we can have like hyperloop things that transport goods. Like I'm saying, if a hyperloop is going to be effective, or if a mass transit thing is going to be effective, it's going to deliver goods. It's going to deliver products, not people. Not necessarily people. That's not the most important thing. The most important thing to deliver within the suburban and the urban places is the products. So if you put everything onto mass transit for the big, huge semi-trailers and all that stuff that's coming in, you're going to reduce traffic during peak hours by like 20 to 25%, maybe 10%, whatever it is. But you can throw all that stuff onto and you can have it in from Houston to Denver or Houston to Chicago. You can have